Hello and welcome to this episode of Wisdom Wednesdays. I'm your host, self-love guru, shaman, Krisna Omejica. And I am blessed and honored to have this time and space to share in these very lovely messages. These lovely messages of love. These messages rooted within a sense of safety in the embrace of Mother Earth. So I invite you at this time, settle in your seat. Keep yourself hydrated. And begin to settle in your body, allowing your body and your mind to begin to communicate with one another. Allow the nuanced communication to take place. And I activate the powers of fire and earth, creating smoke. Allowing the elements of black sage to cleanse us at this time as we take a deep breath in, holding for a moment, exhaling out the mouth what no longer serves us. And I bring in the four directions and the four elements to offer us their wisdom at this time. Hello and welcome to this episode of Wisdom Wednesdays. I am just feeling all of this fiery energy right now in this Leo season. How are you feeling? How is everybody feeling right now? Are you feeling this energy? Are you following the 13th sign? And if so, what energies are you feeling as we begin to integrate, begin to really feel the shifts in our energy frequencies that we have access to? This time is a time for me to share in my plant medicines and connect through my shaman self. Into the depths of your higher self and yourself that is connected to Mother Earth as her Earth Ambassador. Welcome to coming to this space as I tap into the Indigenous wisdom that lie within all. And I call upon the various elements to support our journey. And this week I thought I'd do a little special sage. This one was gifted to me by a very dear soul family, Guarv, who founded Decolonize Daily, a app aimed at allowing us to decolonize ourselves daily, really inspiring us to do so with tips and affirmations, wisdom. You can follow him at Decolonize Daily. And at this time, I'm going to call in the 4 elements. Fire. As it burns through this beautiful white sage leaf, connecting fire and earth, creating smoke. Activating the breath, moving it through like air. As we breathe it in, activating beautiful process within the body as it meets our waters of wisdom, or as my beautiful soul sis at the water priestess likes to refer to as the well of wisdom. Thank you all for joining me this week. So as always, I am utilizing my Mystical Shaman Deck, and I have this beautiful obsidian palm stone here that I got from my beautiful gem goddess at Crystal Lady Luna. Check her out. She has some amazing crystals. I have some other gems here charging our space today. I have this beautiful stone here. I always forget what it's called. These stones were also purchased from my beautiful sis Crystal Lady Luna, Marisol. This is a lapis and turquoise fusion. It's gorgeous. I love it. Very third eye activating. Among some other beautiful stones like this Larimar heart, also received from my beautiful gem goddess Crystal Lady Luna. Let's see if I can get a close-up of this for you. Ooh, Not really good with the close-ups, apparently. See? There it goes. I actually like the subtle light better. It's a gorgeous combination of gems. And let us get into it. So, today I'm going to be channeling a message for us for this week, connecting with the energy of Mercury, controlling our communication, allowing us to receive messages with ease. Sending gratitude to the planetary beings and their energy frequencies that they provide and influence. The influence it has on us. And I'd love to know how you're doing this week. How are you feeling? How are things going in your neck of the woods? I'm actually feeling like this gem was A different gem is needed at this time, so I'm going to just pop this beautiful gem on top of this oracle deck as I tap into the energy. If you have a particular question that's coming to you, some clarity, I ask you to bring that to your heart space at this time. As I call in the energy of our ancestors, may you feel and think of them at this time. Calling my spirit team. Archangel Gabriella is here to offer us some support and guidance. May we feel these energies, these supportive frequencies being activated in our heart at this time. Allowing ourselves to open up, feeling their presence, allowing ourselves to feel protected in this embrace as you strengthen your intention in your heart and allow that energy to flow to your mind. As you put that out there, knowing that that message will be received at this time as we connect to the other dimensions, and they provide us with a wonderful opportunity to be in communion. All the layers of our dimension exist outside of this three-dimensional time and space, and so open yourself up. I will receive your message. We will receive your message. Asking for a message for this week. I have to be careful not to say messages. I corrected myself and said messages last week and received a lot of messages. I believe we had the 4 elements last week. If you are interested at all in checking out that episode, you can find that in my IG Live TV. Find out my episodes there for your viewing pleasure. Oh, okay. We got 4 cards and another stack here. So I'm going to put them back. See if we can get a single message. A single message holding the frequency of the question in your heart. go. The gardener, number 21. Which is 3 numerology. The gatherer, and I love this card. I mean, just the artwork is gorgeous. The artwork is gorgeous. I love it. I love this deck. So number 21. So here is the essence. Before we cultivated grains, we collected the wild bounty of nature. The gatherer finds abundant seeds, nuts, berries, and wild greens where the ordinary person sees only barren soil. The gatherer is the provider, the forger, the gardener who collects roots and vegetables for the long winter, when game is scarce. She does not hoard, trusting the bounty around her. She does not hoard, trusting the bounty around her. That's a really powerful message. Especially at this time when there are individuals whom are experiencing lack and scarcity because of this COVID, because of the stay in your home, because of the encouragement to wear masks. And when we step into the heart and we are connected and we are accessing information of the wider truth, larger truth, our fractal role, we begin to understand truly the bounty that exists, the abundance. Mother Earth is so abundant, naturally, on its own, her own, it's bountiful. We step into the divine feminine energy, the bountiful abundance, the trusting. We can awaken the divine masculine energy of the protector, of the container, the provider of the protection, to forage, to protect that which is sacred, which is of life-giving. So the essence of this card reminding us to give, to share of the bounty, trusting the bounty, trusting the abundance. Here's our invitation. Look at the resources you already have close at hand. This is a time of abundance. Everything around you is ripe and ready for harvest. Banish the notions of scarcity that have limited your choices and colored your destiny. Pack your food for the winter and start with the low-hanging fruit that is all around you. And I love that final sentence. Start with the low-hanging fruit that is all around you. So if we tap into the essence, noticing, seeing the abundance, the bounty, we start with the stepping into the gratitude, noticing the bounty, by accessing that which is easy to reach, our gifts that we already know, the resources that have been consistent. And we start from this place. We start from this place. And here is the medicine. Do not wander too far afield in search for what Spirit has already provided. Do not wander too far afield in search for what Spirit has already provided. Practice paying it forward, being thankful in advance for receiving. If you are in scarcity mindset, open your heart to look beyond current conditions, and you will find the bounty being offered to you. Practice sharing, not hoarding. I want us to talk for a moment around the idea of being in a scarcity mindset and doing it from a place of compassion, because the new earth love is one that is compassionate, and I'm excited to share the Compassionate Citizen course, a recorded course available for download in September. And stepping into the new earth is stepping into the compassionate citizen reality, the attribute, the embodiment. Because we then feel our reality through a lens of compassion and love. And we do that from compassion and love, then we recognize where we are. And we notice where we are. And with love and acceptance, with the self-awareness, that actually allows us to move more deeply into the direction of where we are headed, the new earth. And so the scarcity mindset makes sense for the colonial reality. The scarcity mindset has existed with intention to control, to dominate. And so we have been embedded in and indoctrinated in this scarcity mindset. So with compassion and love, we understand. So for those that are still in that place, we look at it from love and compassion, recognize we've had a sense of awareness. For those that have already in that place, and we understand this, and we've seen the colonial reality, and we've done the work to decolonize ourselves, then we are truly ready to be allies for those that have yet to get to that place. Because the colonial reality has done a very good job with promoting scarcity mindset. And I just recently shared a post on Instagram here talking about sacred time. The colonial matrix has created this system of time, and it has enslaved. And so the idea and the reality of the scarcity mindset is something that is very real. And so when we can move beyond and we can move into decolonizing, and we can raise our vibration and we begin to detoxify our body mind, we open ourselves up for that body mind soul integration. And that's what my work is all about. But getting back to this powerful energy of the gatherer, the message here, the invitation to pack our food for the winter and start with the low-hanging fruit all around us, and really recognizing that to step into our medicine is to understand that if we are in a scarcity mindset, upon opening our heart and looking beyond the current conditions of the colonial reality and into the reality of the new earth that we are walking into, we are in the corridor at this very moment for that moment, the moments. It allows us to go beyond what is currently taking place. And we step into that 4D, we step into the Akashic record energy where time doesn't exist. And this is where we begin to then experience more synchronicities in this dimension, because we are aligned with the divine timing of our soul purpose, because we see with more truth the abundance, the bounty that is just available for us. It's available for us. But let us not become overwhelmed. Become excited with purpose, with like this energy of the gatherer. The energy of the gatherer, that we are gathering. We're gathering what we have, what we know right now. We're taking stock of the inventory that we have and that we possess. And by doing that, we can tap more deeply into the idea of abundance. What is abundance? What is abundance? How do we feel abundance? How do we know we are receiving? How do we receive? And let us really channel that energy at this time. Channeling this energy at this time. And what we need often is just a little healing. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe a lot. Whatever the amount, it is just the perfect amount. Because we are all divinely perfect in our imperfections. We are here to learn lessons. We are here to grow and evolve. And move back towards source, to the purest nature of our energy. And we possess this energy within, and we can access it with intention. I invite you to join me for my Loving Me Creatively podcast, where we have an opportunity to contemplate and transform. It is a show all about self-love and transformation. I host it on Transformation Thursdays. It's a bi-weekly show. Hopefully. I have so many projects going on, including the tapping into your healing. So if you feel that that's something that you are in need of or would benefit from, I am hosting 2 one-day retreats in Joshua Tree in September. On September 20th, I'm hosting Day of Peace to support the energy of International Day of Peace. And I am hosting that in Joshua Tree. There's information about that posted on my page. Feel free to take a peek. Send me a message if you're interested. If you have any questions, spaces are limited. You better hurry because buzz is buzzing. As well as a goddess retreat happening the very next day. And this is for a smaller group of divine feminine energy goddesses. We're going to be tapping into sacred womb healing and doing some repairing with some channeled energy healing that I'll be bringing, along with some other amazing talented practitioners. Please follow up on my Instagram posts for all of the details. And let us really step into the idea of feeling abundant. What does that feel like? Letting the energy of the gather with the trusting, the divine wisdom, with the indigenous wisdom, knowing, understanding, observing, and really getting in tune, knowing, and then sharing. Because what is without is within. The other human is me. I always sillily say sharing is caring. It really is. Sharing is love. And so if we think about abundance, and oftentimes we think about abundance from the lens of monetary abundance. And my beautiful soul sis at the Water Priestess often talks about it from the lens of water. And she helps me see with so much clarity. Like, currency is love. And so how are we sharing our abundance? Money. How do we share this? What does this look like? And so in coming together and sharing of these spaces, we are sharing with one another our gifts. And we're sharing inspiration and healing and wellness and raising of our lens and moving towards that which is the new earth. So staying in the sense of abundance within the heart is super important. And this is a reminder for us to do this today. Thank you, ancestors. Thank you, higher selves. Thank you, spirit guides, for your messages, Archangel Gabriela. And at the very end, the very bottom is the council. So here I am thanking them. They came through for us at the bottom of the deck. They came through to us, we asked, and they came, and we are grateful. Step into the heart, feel and see the abundance. Notice all the layers of abundance that exist for you. Really allow that energy to give you energy. I invite you to visit me on my website, selflovecreatives.com, where you can learn more about working with me or joining any of my leadership programs. I'd love to have you join, raising your lens and supporting your wellness, activating the new earth. Much love to you.